Let what's living live. Not everything is meant to stay, and not every ending is a loss. Honor the transition without clinging or blaming. Make space for what's next by trusting what's done. Closure comes not from answers, but from acceptance, my friends. Welcome back to a new video. Today, I have a message on letting go, how to let go with grace, so it doesn't really feel like you're ending or leaving something behind, but rather than some kind of personal, soulful evolution, whereby letting go you feel more expanded, or more stretched, or more evolved. So when you're maybe dealing with loss of a person, or maybe loss of a relationship, or loss of money, or loss of any kind that meant something to you, moving on from it will not feel like you've truly lost something. It will feel like you've gained so much. So I'm sharing today with you a painting called Grow into Freedom. This is my recent, most latest painting I've created, and it's so deeply related to this message that I wanted to put in as a support, as an energetic support to what we'll be talking today about. I'm recording this voice over outside in nature because I'm currently traveling, and I found this the most, easiest way to make as clear messages as I can. So enjoy this one, my friend. So I told you, let go with grace. Let what's living live. Not everything is meant to stay, right? Not everything is meant to stay. I found these words so powerful in my life. Like, not everything is meant to stay. Because we experience the most growth at times when we recognize that we've actually outgrown something. So rather than being attached to what we're familiar with, we kind of befriend the transition that happens usually by a loss of something and acknowledgement or acceptance that something new is beginning, like a friendship fades or ends. Instead of forcing reconnection or feeling rejected, recognize it may have served its purpose in your life chapter. You can bless it and release it with love. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't feel grief or that you shouldn't feel a sense of rejection. You can feel it because partially your body is reacting to what's familiar. Think of your body as your subconscious mind. The manifestation of your subconscious mind is your body, because through habits, it builds itself. So if you've been so familiar with certain way of living, obviously it became a part of you, like having these people in your life, or having maybe this amount of money or income, or being surrounded with these certain things, or having that job. It all became a part of you. That at times when you lose it, it feels like you've lost parts of yourself. But it's only the subconscious process. On the conscious level, everything that exists is this present moment. That's why when we talk about letting go, we talk about tapping into your heart's intelligence. That is a different frequency. Because on the subconscious level, your body will give you signals there's something wrong. So you will feel a sense of tension. You will feel pressured because you will feel like there's danger present to you. Your body only knows how to respond to something in a way to fight with it, because that's our biological system to respond to danger. And because when we lose something, the first thought is, oh, it's something bad, we start reacting to it out of fear. But there's heart's intelligence, which is your kind of a soul's mind. We can call our hearts our soul's mind. Your heart knows this moment, and in this moment your heart speaks to you in a language of inspiration or a sense of ease. And therefore, when you're at ease with yourself means that your heart is open. So therefore, being at ease with yourself is a sign that your heart has opened. When you're not at ease with yourself means that your heart is closed and your mind is active. And your mind is speaking the language of your subconscious body or unconscious body. So therefore, there will be negative thoughts and there will be some kind of reactions that are automatically happening. And that's why you may sense maybe rejection or fear. There are bees flying around me. So you may sense, all these energies, but you need to know, just step back into the heart. That's when you will experience a sense of grace. If you're wondering how to do that, you can place your hand onto your heart, or you can just place your attention into your heart and take 3 deep breaths. Let's do it together. Place your hand over your heart and take a deep breath. Breathe in into your heart. And breathe out stress and tension. And one more time, take a deep breath. Breathe in. And breathe out any emotion that was the reaction of your body to something that you've lost. Grief, anger, fear. Breathe it out. And one more breath into your heart. Breathe in peace and the power of love. And breathe out fear or anger or sadness. Let it go. And now can you feel the difference? Can you feel being at ease with yourself? Well, that's what it means when your heart opens. You see, endings are not failures, my friend. That's something I want you to know. Not every ending is a loss. Some are breakthroughs in disguise. And they often don't feel like breakthroughs until the manifestation of change becomes clear to you. You see, losing a job feels devastating, but it creates space for a more aligned career. So reflect on how it freed you from a path that no longer fit who you're becoming. So there's something I've started noticing at so many people. So many people are recognizing that they've been doing something for 5 to 6, 7, 8 years. But all of a sudden, they've noticed, well, I'm not even enjoying it, or it doesn't bring me any happiness, or I actually don't even like doing that, or I hate doing that. And I've been only doing it because it brought me a sense of security, or a sense of being safe. Well, that's what it means, that it's time to end this and maybe start noticing more of what from this point on would you love to start. It doesn't need to be impulsive act. That's what people are so afraid of when it comes to change. They think, I should just end this today and tomorrow I would start something new, but that new project or that new endeavor will not bring me money, so therefore I can't start. Yes, that's how many times we feel. But the point is that you look at where you are right now as that this chapter is ending. Acknowledge the ending of the chapter, but don't move impulsively to the new one. Just start investigating where you feel pulled at this point. Have intentions like, please give me answers what at this point I want to do out of my life. And see what kind of inspiration will come up, because your intuition speaks to you in a language of inspiration. Or let's say your heart, your soul will speak to you in a language of inspiration. So really pay attention to what inspires you, because what inspires you is what connects you with your spirit. And spirit wants to be expressed. That's where true self comes alive. and therefore you should follow what inspires you. But don't be impulsive. That's, again, the subconscious part of your body that wants fast changes. But life moves in slow rhythms that are stable and strongly rooted. You can take an example of the growth of a tree. That's how you are moving right now, very slowly, but very firmly, very stable. The third part to this message today is that you should honor without holding. This is very powerful. Honor transitions without clinging or blaming. Growth requires movement. That is true. So you move to a new city, for example, and you miss your old life. Instead of resisting the change, journal your gratitude for what was and stay open for what's unfolding. So I found in my life this kind of gratitude very, very powerful. So every single day I end my day with a reflection on what am I grateful for, like at least 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for. And I also ask myself what miraculous happened today, because usually we don't notice it until we really reflect and recognize, oh, that stranger was so kind to me today, or something so unexpected happened today, or a sign of breakthrough appeared, or something like that. And I notice, oh, that's how to honor life without holding to certain things. I know that change is so uncomfortable many times, but as society right now is in this time of great change, we are just moving on and going through so much. That's why I'm bringing you these messages daily to help you stay grounded and aligned with yourself. So honor transitions without clinging or blaming. The fourth part to this is trust the space between, which is maybe the heaviest. Make space for what's next by trusting what's done. So let's take, for example, a moment after a breakup. Resist the urge to feel divide immediately. That's often what people do. You can use that space to reconnect with yourself, trusting that what's truly aligned will arrive at its time. So I'm sure you've been through this so many times, or maybe you are at this. Let me know. Are you going through something like that? You're feeling divide that is just a phase between something that was familiar to you and something new that hasn't arrived yet. How many of you are in this phase of a void right now? Well, as I said, use that space to reconnect with yourself, to reconnect with this present moment, to maybe practice everything you've learned in these years about your spiritual self, or maybe your true self. Recognize what you've learned about being present, what you've learned about consciousness, what you've learned about simplicity of life. I always see these phases as phases that humble me. Times when I really become more simple, like I focus on simplicity. And I declutter my life, like I let go of things that have been just cluttering the space. I sell things, I travel more, or I just, sit more frequently with myself, and I acknowledge how I feel, and I write more, and I'm paying attention what is unfolding. And the main thing I need to be aware of is to don't make too fast moves, because sometimes when we are in this space in between, we are a bit more maybe scared or stressed, because of course body is fighting with what may happen, what may go wrong. And therefore I need to be cautious with myself. Don't make too fast moves, but really notice what comes to you as a language of inspiration, and then investigate it, find a strategy with it, and maybe create a plan for your new life. And when everything gets clear, then take action with it. But usually I'm noticing that things just align, and at some point the right person appears that can help me with something, or the right idea comes to me that really moves me forward, and I discipline myself and I take action like I did before. And the last part, when it comes to letting go and moving on, is acceptance. Acceptance is the real closure. Closure doesn't always come with answers. It comes through acceptance. So someone ghosts you and you never understand why. Instead of obsessing over reasons, affirm to yourself, this experience is complete. I accept, I release, I grow. Write it in the comment section. This experience is complete. I accept it, I release it, I grow. This is a powerful affirmation because it reminds you that whatever happened is done. It's over. You can think about it, but you don't need to emotionally keep returning to it because it's finished. The past is done. You can only reflect on what you've learned from maybe someone ghosting you, but don't think about it from a standpoint of a victim or from a standpoint of blaming them for what they did. But notice how you've reacted to it, and ask yourself how the highest possible version of you would respond to this kind of events. Would you place so much of importance to it, or would you actually focus on what inspires you? Would you rather focus on your work, or would you focus on who betrayed you? Would you focus on enjoying your life, or would you focus on who treated you wrongly? Would you focus on eating a healthy meal and going into the gym, or would you focus on what they said to you? You see, it's all about where we place our attention. And when something strange or something what we call bad happens to us, we tend to think what they've done and why they've done it and how it hurt us. And then we forget about what truly matters in our lives. So if we focus back on what matters, we slowly forget what they did, and therefore the emotional charge is released, and suddenly what stays is a lesson, and lesson holds wisdom. And when we become wiser, then we're not so reactive anymore, right? This is a great realization when it comes to letting go. So I hope you found this message helpful today. I hope it can bring some clarity to you, some wisdom, some inspiration, and a great value. And I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting as well. Maybe you can hear some birds that are flying around me, some wind. It's a beautiful place. I hope you could see how wonderful it is. But, well, maybe you can sense the energy of it. It's already enough. Close your eyes and feel like you're here. Okay, my friend, I will leave you here. So if you've enjoyed in today's painting, you can go onto the link in the description of this video or AttractPassion.com and get a print of it. You can type in the search "Grow into Freedom" and you will find this painting that you've watched today. Or you can check out any other paintings. They're all created as a support for the transformative journey we are on as the society. So see which one resonates with you the most, because the one that does has a lot to give you. So check it out. You can see prints are available in different sizes. Find one that fits you the most. And big thanks for your support, because by buying my art, you're supporting this mission so we can keep going. Thank you so much, my friend, from my heart. And also join us on our Patreon community for more exclusive content. See you there. The link is in the description of this video. Follow us also on Instagram, AttractPassion, for shorter daily messages. And till next time, one love.